Madden football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Jags and the Commanders, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the NFC champions, the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. It's been a good season for them so far. They're just looking to keep that momentum going forward.
They like their record. Now they want to increase it. A win here could really get the momentum going in the right direction.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year of the NFL now.
And there are a lot of quarterbacks who had terrific careers. Think about guys like Phillip Rivers, Randall Cunningham, Dan Fouts, Warren Moon. But they never got to a Super Bowl. Yet here he is in his 2nd NFL season, already getting his chance. And we harken back to Dan Marino. Another superstar made it in his 2nd year, lost the game, and never made it back again.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. You look at this Super Bowl, the 2nd appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know. But what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose. And that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You can talk about the media, the scrutiny, the hoopla, but once you've had to shake a head coach's hand and jog off the field and know you have to face the media, face your fans, face your home life, knowing that you've lost the Super Bowl, that hurts big time, and you're going to do everything possible to try and prevent that from happening again.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first time. I'm trying to do better here.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick 6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Lawrence will try again after the pick 6. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Connection made with Chenault. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Sly able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. A give running right, Gibson. Runs over it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Second and 3. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to the ground with Gibson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
On first down, right back to Gibson.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Locates Hardman for another catch.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Looking to throw.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake.
I know that from down to down, you'll hop into different offensive formations and try and fool the defense and pick up some yardage. But going into field goal formation on 2nd down and then running a fake off of it? Help me here. Help me with this one. I'm supposed to know this. Help me.
I'm so baffled that I like it. Because it's different.
Different, all right, but not very successful.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. From 3 yards out.
And the Commanders will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
Good bounce-back drive right there. Through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
Robinson with another carry.
Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room.
Now Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This is Chenault on the receiving end.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
We are just getting started here at Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. 1 quarter in the books.
Plenty of scoring here already. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message.
Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Garden, Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. Third and 2, now Lawrence. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2. Just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands. And yes, indeed, they pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
2nd and 5 now. Lawrence.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Commanders will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And now out come the Jags.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence.
This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Lawrence. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. I'm not not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Straight ahead, Gibson. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain an 11-point spread. Mr. Davis, you're a football lifer, my friend. You've called games at the highest level. You know head coaches inside and out. Please explain that one to me. Speechless. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Lawrence. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence over the middle. He's got Chenault. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Robinson will try to pick it up.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they...
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Here comes Antonio Gibson as he's set for another drive.
We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw.
That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Now back to throw.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And the Jaguars will take over here just shy of the 30.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Forced out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack.
Lawrence
under pressure, and they got to him again. Montez Sweat, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over.
And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around.
and we know they'll be here before you know it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
But Washington looked to get this one back, and indeed they did. They will still have possession.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
On third down, here's Gibson.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Lawrence from his end zone.
And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety.
I have to think the sooner halftime can get here for them, the better, because that first half has been rough, and that safety, it only adds to their issues. The other sideline, though, I think they're fine if we just skip the break and keep playing.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick.
Hardman on the return. The Commanders back out late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jags. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for Washington, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
2nd and 3. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Gibson here running out of the gun. He'll get this to about the 38.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Oh, it's tipped, but he still makes the adjustment. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Back to throw again.
On the slant.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a 2-score game that has a chance to tighten up considerably.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At the 34. They begin the drive with Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts, because he definitely needs some assistance.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the 2nd one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And here's a give to Gibson.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
68 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
This one left side caught by Gibson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. They'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Lawrence.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hardy.
And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Lawrence. Over the middle, he's got Chenault.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Lawrence. That pass is caught by Hardy. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42.
16 yards on the play as they try to chip away at this 16-point deficit.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And here's Robinson again on 2nd down.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence.
And now here's another interception. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Commanders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10.
At their own 42. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
They'll set up a throw.
And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
So that's the end of 3 here in Super Bowl 59 from Caesars Superdome. The 4th and final quarter coming right up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the 4th and final quarter. Catch is made by Hardman. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it.
The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Commanders are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl.
And a special play there by the special teams. It's one thing to fake it. He ran it in for the score.
I think the special teams coach saw something on film in preparation for this game, told the head coach now's the time. He got the green light, and they worked it to perfection.
Carlson on for the PAT. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
They'll try the left side with Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 14. 77 yards on the ground for him so far.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. We're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2 that keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they have been the better of the 2 sides to this point with a 2-score lead, 4th quarter of this Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. A give up the middle to Gibson.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence on 3rd down. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. He was able to get away initially on that play, but ultimately not much space to roam.
Great job there by them containing him, because you mentioned he got away initially, and how many times does that end up with a guy taking off for 15 or 20 yards? Here, the support was there, and they made the tackle for a loss.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Here's a screen for Robinson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Second and 6. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down.
For a rookie first rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Back to throw now on first down. Back to Gibson and another catch for him. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now back to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame.
And that's his 3rd sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
Wearing those golden high tops as well.
On second down, a run with Gibson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it, and they'll take it out to the 25.
So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars
Down by 15. A minute 51 on the clock. They've come so far this year, but they need 2 quick scores late in this Super Bowl.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Here's Lawrence.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile.
On second down, here's Gibson again.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Gibson again.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now Lawrence. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And that is incomplete.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal, and D'Angelo Hall.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout.
They did it, the Washington Commanders, Super Bowl champions. And this storied franchise will once again possess the Lombardi Trophy.
And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.